Good morning. You're probably looking out your window and seeing a similar scene out there today. Very light snow coming down this morning on our Storm Team Skycam network. So it's bringing down visibility just a little bit. It's coating some of those roads and causing some slick spots again. So another day to give yourself a little extra time. A lot of following distance too if you're going to be out on the road. And crews are out. You could see one right there working on that snow on I-94. That's the overpass over University. And we'll continue to deal with this through the morning hours, that light snow. Even after a crew goes through, there might be another coating that comes down after that to be aware of. So a little light snow, but with that comes warmer temperatures. This is just so nice to be able to say our temperatures in almost every location are at or above zero. No negative numbers except for one spot. That's up in Baudette. We're at 6 below there. But even for you, even though you're stuck below zero, you are still a lot milder than we started off yesterday morning. Bemidji, for example, is at 0 right now. Yesterday morning, we were in the 30s below there. So a huge temperature difference with this system moving in. Fargo's at 9 degrees. It's 6 in Grand Forks, 1 in Devil's Lake, and 9 also down in Wahpeton. So just very mild to begin your Thursday. Just not the greatest driving weather that we have here. Wind chills are a little lower, but nothing like we've had recently. We're feeling like we're down to 7 below in Fargo and 12 below in Grand Forks, and that wind at times blowing around some of that snow that's falling, especially because it's so light. It's easily picked up, and we've got a little drifting happening in some areas as a result. So you might have one patch where it's just fine, and then the next you're running into a small drift, maybe 2 to 3 inches on the roads. Now here's a look at your wind. It's out of the south at 22 miles per hour in Fargo. We're looking at 22 as well in Fergus Falls. That wind going to just kind of stick with us here for a little while longer this morning. And as a result of that light snow and a little wind, we do have lower visibility. A lot of places kind of in that 1 to 3 mile range. Some of us doing a little bit better than others, but Fargo and Grand Forks less than 2 miles for our visibility here. So not ideal. Our radar shows kind of variable areas of light snow and some of that really small snow, that really small ice crystals that we've been seeing outside. Those don't always get detected very well on the radar that's out there, but we're looking at a lot of places where we're starting to see it wind down here on the radar map. There does look to be a little bit more snow starting to develop between Grand Forks and Devil's Lake, but again, this stuff is pretty light in the Red River Valley and beyond. We've also had some snow developing over along I-35 between Duluth and Minneapolis, and areas that are a little bit on the snowier side elsewhere too. Heading down to South Dakota, we're seeing some snow there too, and stretching all the way down through Illinois, some scattered areas of snowfall. If you need to drive in that direction, or maybe you're flying in that area, you might be running into some of that snow. Out to the west, also some scattered snow showers in Montana, but otherwise that's kind of the big concern here across the country, is that snow here in the upper Midwest. Otherwise, it's looking a little quieter for holiday travel. Checking out your hour-by-hour planner, we've got that snow gradually, eventually moving eastward, and as it does, we'll start to quiet things down. Temperatures are going to come up a little before we start to see that wind switch directions again today. So by noon, some of us experiencing our daytime highs at that point, and then getting into the afternoon, we'll start to again cool things down as this wind shifts to a more northwesterly direction, starts to bring in that colder air out of the northwest, and temperatures will start to dip as a result. And also we'll lose the sun too for tonight, and that will also help to allow those temperatures to start their slide. And we are going to end up back in some Arctic air again, starting late tonight and continuing into your day on Friday. So by Friday morning, a very different story, back down into those teens below zero across much of the area with some quiet weather. Well, some clouds trying to build in with a system that is mainly passing to our south, but our southern viewing area, you might see a little bit of snow into Friday morning. And then getting into the afternoon, just still cold, another day below zero, and we'll have more of that on the way coming up in your 7-day planner. So some frigid weather ahead again after this little brief break. So here's our photo again, that bridge in the snow and wintry conditions and the steam coming off of the water there in the Perham area. When you have that open water and temperatures as cold as they've been, you're seeing a lot of that. And that was sent in from Mark. Thank you. And looking at your 7-day planner, we're going to be just frigid. Temperatures down into the 20s to 30 below Friday and into Saturday and even Sunday morning, and highs that just stay below zero as we progress toward the end of 2017. But hey, with the turnover, the calendar over to a new year, we see some positive numbers for our highs. Not by much, but they're there. And that's, I guess, something that makes us feel a little better.
We'll take whatever we can get. It was amazing what 1 degree felt like when yesterday afternoon when it finally got back above zero. So.
And it's 9 right now. We're loving it.
Only in the Northland. Coming up next, what people in New York are saying good riddance to today.